Now, the zombie genre is one we are all hopefully familiar with. It's one of the most used genres in media, and with so many different stories out there, it starts to get repetitive. But what if there was an anime about completing a bucket list of 100 things in a zombie apocalypse? Wait a minute. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. An anime that premiered last year and with a bold, flashy, colourful splash, which is not something you'd expect when you'd hear the title. With its comedic take on the zombie genre, it was an energetic, fun, and constant happy watch. Made by the creator of Alice in Borderland, I knew the author wasn't going to be letting me down with a new series, and he came and devoured. No, literally. In Zom 100, we follow our main character, who's been absolutely worked to death and just wants to quit work. When a zombie outbreak hits, Akira soon realizes that means he no longer has to go to work and can do whatever he wants. So, what does he do? He makes a list of 100 things he wants to complete that he was unable to do while he was constantly at work. Thus, we follow Akira and some soon-to-meet friends on his journey to complete his bucket list. But before we get more into this video, most of you aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you go down below and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's just start this off with saying the anime unfortunately had an absolutely diabolical release schedule, and the last 3 episodes were delayed for quite a while, which unfortunately killed off all the hype for the series. And when the final episodes aired, they just kind of aired, and unfortunately nobody really talked about the series, and it was really unfortunate. Anyway, now that we've got the negatives out the way, let's go back to some fun zombie survival with some absolutely crazy bucket list dreams. Akira wants to complete everything on this list, from the mundane stuff to the absolute extreme, yet the author does this in an extremely clever and comedic way, where it just so happens he's able to tick off something on his bucket list pretty much at any given moment, or when he's going through a tough situation. I enjoy all the wacky situations Akira and his group of friends find themselves to be in, from a zombie shark to them on a boat partying, to them, later in the manga, a little bit of a spoiler, going to space. The comedy is an absolute highlight in the series, and it 100% works in a series like this, in a world where it's practically the end. There is no coming back, but through the use of colour and super happy comedy, the world doesn't seem like it's all dark and gloomy. It's a complete 180 on the normal zombie stuff you see in the media. It's refreshing to see characters not fearing for their life, but instead trying to now live life to the fullest each day and making the most out of everything. The zombie genre is normally full of gloom and doom, and it's always about them trying to find a cure to survive. Zom 100 is the same thing, but with side quests and no gloom and doom, but instead sunshines and rainbows. Though there is still some gloom, but when it happens, it's more impactful and you truly care about when it does happen. A major aspect that I actually enjoyed in Zom 100 was that it highlighted the extreme work culture of Japan right at the very beginning of the show. It shows the strenuous pain and effort that goes into an office job, and they become almost like zombies, losing all life and just repeating the same day in and out, and hearing constant complaints. You're not able to go home until all work is completed, or you literally have to stay the night. I think this makes for an absolutely brilliant contrast. When the zombie outbreak hits, Akira becomes revitalized with life, becoming human again, no longer that corporate slave he once was. Zom 100's comedies definitely isn't for everyone, but I like the use of fan service in this show, with the fan service actually being more so used on the male characters. With him, there's a character in the show where whenever he has a chance, he gets naked, yet it doesn't take away from the show. And it just makes for some really comedic output in this show. It's wacky and unusual in a world of zombies, which the contrast of it is just unbelievably funny. There is some fan service with the girls, but it's not overdone and it's not constant, so honestly pay no attention to it. Zom 100 is a fantastic take on the zombie genre, and I really do hope to see more comedy-based horror in the future, especially paying tribute to this stereotypical trope, but refining it, or even just making it an absolute joke. I do hope this anime gets a season 2. I don't know how likely it's going to be, since unfortunately due to that circumstance, there was poor sales, and obviously with the last 3 episodes being delayed, a lot of hype died down for the series. If you guys did want more horror comedy based series, some other ones I could recommend is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, or if you want a more serious zombie style series, High School of the Dead and School Live, or if you just want more Zom 100, they actually released a live action of the series around the same time the anime is airing. So I can't personally say I'd watch this one compared to the anime. There is also a manga for Zom 100, and I like to think it's coming to an end soon, with the bucket list nearly all being ticked off. The manga is absolutely fantastic, and you can feel the colour of the anime within the manga, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but the manga feels so bright and so airy. I really highly recommend you all to go check out the manga as well for it. You can actually buy it physically through Viz, or if you like to read online, Viz has an app where you're able to pay like £2 a month and you get all chapters of Zom 100 for absolutely free. But that is all for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video, peeps. Bye-bye.